Okay. So actually it is not Namokar Mantra. In Prakrit, when it was, just a second, it's there's a double voice. Okay. So actually it is not called Namokar Mantra. It is called Namokar Mantra. Because in Prakrit, when it was written, the actual name is Namokar Mantra. And later on in Sanskrit, the name was given Namaskar Mantra. I'm not actually sure where this term Navkar has come from, because it is actually maybe just a slang name, or I'm not exactly sure where the word Navkar has come from. But actually, when Pushpadant Acharya wrote Namokar Mantra, this is how it is. And like Rahul will just show us like in a minute, the original one, which has been written in like Prakrit. And you will notice that when it was written in Prakrit, it was not Na, it was Ana. So it is Namo Arihantanam. So I will just begin to recite. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Sittanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Uvajjayanam, Namo Loe Savvasahunam, Eso Panchanamo Yaro, Tavva Pavapanasa. Mangalanancha Savvesim Padimam Hoi. Now you may have noticed some words are different than what we've been normally chanting. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Uvajjayanam, Namo Loe Savvasahonam, Eso Panchanamo Yaro. It's not Namokaro, it is Eso Panchanamo Yaro. Rajshri was asking what is the meaning of this line. I think it was Rajshri was asking last week. So like today we will actually do it, or like was it somebody else? Eso Panchanamo Yaro. Savva Pavapanasano Mangalanancha Savvesim Padmam Hoi Mangalam, not Havai Mangalam. Padmam Hoi Mangalam. Rahul, please put it on the screen so everybody can see it. Or I think it was Ashish was asking. Eso Panchanamo Yaro. Yeah. What does it mean? Yeah, please go down. It's a quick question. Who wrote Namokar Mantra? Madhvi? Acharya Pushpadant. Acharya Pushpadant wrote Namokar Mantra. And here it is. Look, this is the original. This is written in Gujarati, and even in Prakrit, like in the next class, I will show you the original one in Prakrit. So you can actually see it. Look, for those of you who can read Gujarati, how many of you can't read Gujarati? Just say yes that you can't read.
Yeah, I'm very slow.
Okay, but at least you are like familiar with the letters. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay, so look, you can see that it is not na, but it is ana. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Sittanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Uvajjayanam, Namo Loe Savvasahonam. Okay, now scroll down.
Hi, Kamalanti.
Hi, how are you? You can even sit with your mom. Eso Panchanamo Yaro, Savva Pavapanasano, Mangalanancha Savvesim Padmam Hoi Mangalam. Now let's take the Rahul, please go up. Okay, just mute yourself. Like when I'm talking, please mute yourself, and then I'll ask you questions in between. Okay, look, just a second. 1 second. Okay, so Lokma Sarva Arihantone Namaskar ho, Sarva siddhone namaskar. Sarva, why is the word sarva used over there, Ashish? Sarva is used because past, present, and future. Past, present, and future, Rajshri. So in the past, ji badai arihant thai gya che. Present ma ji badai like present ma arihant Bhagwan kon che? Simandar Bhagwan. Simandar Bhagwan he's in the present. And in future ma, for example, Shrenik Raja Arihant Bhagwan thase. So badai lok ma sarva arihant ne namaskar ho, sarva siddh ne namaskar ho. For example, Mahavir Bhagwan already siddh thai gya છે અને વર્તમાનમાં અત્યારના કોઈ 24 તીર્થંકર ભગવાન છે નહીં, પણ in the next 24 તીર્થંકર્સ each શ્રેણિક like રાજા અરિહંત થઈને સિદ્ધ થવાના છે. So past, present and future. Badai arihant, badai siddh acharya. Acharya Kund Kund, he was in the past. In the present, hase koi, but we don't know any bhavlingi, like muni, like at the moment. What is the meaning of bhavlingi? Bhavlingi means one who has attained samyak darshan. So there are two kinds of like muni rajas. The first muni raj, if you wish, you can write this down because this is a very important point. There are two kinds of muni raj. Hold on, like Bindi's here. 1 second, we'll just wait for her. Okay. Okay, Bindi, we are just talking about like the first chapter, which is Namokar Mantra. I hope you can read the letters. Even if you're not fast, I hope at least you're just familiar with the letters. Bindi? Okay, so as you can see that it is not Namo Arihantanam, it is Namo Arihantanam. Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Vajjayanam, Namo Loye Savva Sahunam. Lokma Sarva Arihants, meaning past, present, future, Arihant, Siddh, Acharya, Upadhyay, and Sadhu. Past, present, and future. Badai. So hence the word Sarva has been used over there. Every word, every letter, every ref, every like Mindu, everything has a meaning because everything Acharya Bhagwan has taught and then he has written it. So Lokma Sarva Arihant ne namaskar ho, Sarva Siddh ne namaskar ho, Sarva Acharya ne namaskar ho, Sarva Upadhyay ne namaskar ho, and Sarva Sadhu ne namaskar ho. Sarva is again just to like one more time, past, present, and future. So we were talking about Acharya. So in the past there was Acharya Kund Kund. And of course in the present in like Videsh Kshetra there might be many bhavlingi like Acharya Bhagwan. So Muni Rajas, Ashit, they are like divided into three. The first is Samanya. Priya, turn on your video. The first is Samanya, meaning he's just a Muni Raj who is in 6th or 7th Gunistan, which we, like Gunistan obviously we will learn later. Then there's Upadhyay. Upadhyay will teach to the other Muni Rajas, he will teach them whatever needs to be taught or if they've got any questions. And there's a higher position of a Muni Raj called Acharya. So Acharya is the one who is in charge of the entire monk clan, and he's the one who is in charge, and he will not only teach the Muni Rajas, Priya, but also he will teach any like laymen like all of us. So all of them are Muni Raj, but obviously they have been given like a ranking. Like maybe from 700 Muni Rajas, there will be only one Acharya who will be leading the entire clan. And even for Upadhyay, there will be maybe a few or maybe one. And then the rest will be like Samanya Muni Raj. So once again, there are three kinds of Muni Raj. One is like Samanya. Samanya means the ordinary Muni Raj. Upadhyay is like a ranking where he's teaching all the sadhus, like certain kriya or maybe some like vidhi for Atma Anubhuti or anything of that sort. And then Acharya Bindi is somebody who is leading the clan. Lalita Ben. He's like leading the entire clan. So there are three kinds of Muni Rajas. Now Acharya, we can say one is Kund Kund Acharya. Sadhu can be like just a common sadhu. It can be like Shivbhuti Muniraj. Like for example, Shivbhuti Muniraj was just a common sadhu who had attained Samyak Darshan. Now, there are two kinds, there are like two categories of these Munirajas. One is Lalita Ben, somebody who has experienced the soul. They are called Bhavlingi Muniraj. And Rajshri, the second one is that one who have not experienced the soul. They are called Dravyalingi Muniraj. So this is very, very important to understand, because we should only be listening to a Bhavlingi Muniraj, because he has experienced the soul, and the whole essence of Jainism is to experience the soul. There is no other essence, maybe to get Swarg, or like maybe to get a, like wealth, or maybe to get a good family by like reciting Namokar Mantra. Obviously, these things we are bound to get because we are doing a good deed by reciting Namokar Mantra. But the whole purpose of like reciting Namokar Mantra is actually to be like Arihant and Siddh Bhagwan. That is the whole purpose of like reciting. Even when you notice, when you pick a book, say like Bindi, when you pick a book like Samaisar Shastra, Emma Kunkun Acharya is like, he's first paying respect to Arihant and Siddh Bhagwan, because he realizes that he still hasn't attained that, and that is the final destination. So even somebody as great as an Acharya, like Kunkun Acharya, is giving his respects to Arihant and Siddh Bhagwan by first remembering them, and of course remembering the self-soul, and then he's writing the book. So the purpose of Namokar Mantra is like very simple, that every time we say Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, we have to remember that even I want to be Arihant Bhagwan, and even I want to attain Siddh Bhagwan. Okay, now scroll down, Rahul. Okay, Eso Panch means 5. Eso Pancha Namo Yaro. A Panch Namaskar Mantra Sarva પાપોનો નાશ કરનાર છે. એસો પંચ નમો યારો સવ્વ પાવપણાસણો મંગલાણંચ સવ્વેસિમ પડમમ હોઈ મંગલમ. આ પાંચ નમસ્કાર મંત્ર સર્વ પાપને નાશ કરનાર છે, અને સર્વ મંગળોમાં પ્રથમ મંગળ છે. What is Mangal? What is Mangal? If you wish, you can write this down. Man means ego. Je ego ne like dilute kari nakhe, ke ene basically destroy kari nakhe. So Mangal, gal means to remove or to dilute. And man એટલે જી man એટલે man kashai. Mangal, like this is the meaning of Mangal. She like man ne gadi nakhe, or like ene like destroy kari nakhe, ene kevai Mangal. A mantra mo means attachment, mo means attachment. Rag ane dvesh. Rag is likes, and dvesh is dislikes. So mo rag ne dvesh. Abhav means to remove them. આ મંત્ર મોહ રાગ દ્વેષનો અભાવ કરનાર અને સમ્યક જ્ઞાન. લોક એકલું જ્ઞાન શબ્દ નથી વાપર્યું. સમ્યક જ્ઞાન. why have they added the word samyak? Samyak is indicating that yes, yeah, you can highlight, no problem. Neelamanti, samyak is indicating that that atma anubhuti સાથે જ્ઞાન. આપણે બધાને જ્ઞાન તો છે, પણ આત્મા અનુભૂતિ નથી. એટલે the word samyak is indicating that આત્મા અનુભૂતિ વાળું જ જ્ઞાન. It is like emphasizing on that. આ મંત્ર મોહ રાગ દ્વેષનો અભાવ કરનાર અને સમ્યક જ્ઞાન પ્રાપ્ત કરાવનાર છે. So basically, when we are chanting like Namokar Mantra, how will we get Samyak Gyan? By remembering that I am a soul, and also I can achieve Samyak Gyan. So that is important to understand, but it will be encouraged to understand that if one is blindly bowing down to another person, then one cannot get Samyak Gyan. But what are these Panch Parmesthi Bhagwan reminding to us? They are reminding to us that tu par mara jevo atma છો અને તને પણ Samyak Gyanની પ્રાપ્તિ થઈ શકે છે. So પ્રાપ્ત કરાવનાર છે. અરિહંત, સિદ્ધ, આચાર્ય, ઉપાધ્યાય અને સાધુ એ પાંચે પરમેષ્ટિ છે. પરમ ઈષ્ટ છે. What is the meaning of Parmeshti? Bindi, Nilamanti. Param Isht છે. Param means highest, and Isht એટલે they are of benefit to us. So એટલે Parmeshti છે. One more time, Ashish. What is the meaning of Parmeshti? Parmeshti Param Isht છે. So Parmeshti kehવાય છે. Yes, ask.
Highest souls.
Isht, here you don't take souls, but param isht. Isht means that someone, like isht no matlab that something of benefit, basically, like highest. Sukevai isht apru, like something of benefit, but that might not be a very correct translation. But here souls will not be used. Arihant, Siddh, Acharya, Upadhyaya અને સાધુ એ પાંચે પરમેષ્ટિ કહેવાય છે. જે જીવ આ પાંચ પરમેષ્ટિઓને ઓળખીને તેમના બતાવેલો માર્ગ પર ચાલે છે તેને સાચું સુખ મળે છે. Now, important, very, very important, just in the first class, what they have said is, ke sukh. Why do we go to work? The whole day, men, women, everybody, we're working. We're like basically slogging. If you actually think about it, we're like slogging, because the wrong belief all of us have, the entire humankind, not just people who are sitting in this class, but the entire humankind, the entire animal race, the entire heavenly being like race, everyone has this misbelief that sukh આપણને બહારમાંથી મળશે. નરકના જીવોને બી એક એવું એક ઓલું છે કે બહારમાંથી આપણને સુખ મળશે. So this is a misconception that we need to resolve and to understand that where is actually sukh coming from. Now let's try to analyze this, Madhuri. Where is sukh actually coming from, Rahul? Think about it. If one likes a flavor of ice cream, let's just take as an example chocolate ice cream. So if you eat 1 cup of like chocolate ice cream like Nilamanti, you will like it, you will enjoy it. If you're given 4 cups, you still will, okay, you will not complain, but you will appreciate it. Now the liking will not be too much, but at least you will appreciate it. But if someone gives you 10 cups of like chocolate ice cream, you will not want to see it, because you will get fed up of it. Like, we're like, no, I don't even want to see chocolate ice cream for at least a week or 2. You know, so basically any object does not give us happiness. Now, that we talked about of food. Now let's take work, for example. Maybe one can say that I'm really passionate about my work. I really enjoy my work. I'm like very good at my work. But for example, let's take like me as an example. I am a nutritionist. So for example, if I'm to work 9 to 5, okay, I will like manage. But for example, if I've been asked to work from 6 in the morning till 8 in the night, I will start to get angry, and it'll come to a point, maybe I will work for 3-4 days, and then I'll be like, no, I can't do this. So where has my passion gone away? So anything we do externally doesn't make us completely happy. Let's take relationship. Can we find one family in this entire universe who have never argued, who have never fought, who have never had a misunderstanding? Perhaps there's no family like that. Please mute yourself. Who is it? Yeah, just mute yourself. Yeah. Okay, so even if we take family, fine, we might have a misunderstanding, then we come back together. We have a misunderstanding, we come back together. So there's no permanent happiness. There might be happiness, obviously, when everyone likes each other in the house, etc. But what happens when we don't like each other? What happens in that moment, just in the moment of that fighting when it is happening? So we talked about food, we talked about work, we talked about relationships. Let's take, for example, like learning something good like this, like like a Jain class like this. Say, for example, if I told you to sit here for 3 hours, obviously you will not like it, because it gets too much. It's like too much information, and you get bored and you're tired. So anything in life, any external object, we get tired of it no matter how good it is. So where is this sukh quality? Where actually is this sukh quality? Is it in matter particles? Say, for example, somebody has a beautiful body, which is matter particles. Maybe they have a beautiful body until the age of 45, 50. And then after that, what happens is the body starts to get old. And then we don't like that same body. We want to do plastic surgery. Maybe we want to put on some makeup, etc., etc. Then we don't even start to like that body. Or like, let's take hair, for example. Maybe like ladies can say, oh, I've got beautiful hair. But what happens after a certain age? When we start to see white hair, naturally we get disappointed. We show disappointment. So there is no actual happiness in anything, especially not in matter particles. What is a car? Like maybe we buy our favorite car, maybe a Mercedes, who knows? So after maybe 5-6 years of using it, it gets old. And suddenly that attachment, that liking towards that same Mercedes goes away. So the sukh that we're looking for is actually not in objects. And it can only be found in the self soul, because the attribute, the gun called sukh, is not in pudgal. Pudgal is matter particles. Pudgal is matter particles. It is not in matter particles. It is actually only in Jeev. Jeev is the soul. So you have to look within, and that's where you get Sachu Sukh. Because maybe you get Sukh temporarily outside, maybe when you buy a new car or a new house. But again, when we have to do repairing of the house, or if there's a burglary, or maybe if there's death in the family, then the house like suddenly starts to become so huge when there are just 2-3 people in the house. So then that happiness somehow has disappeared in that same beautiful house. So that Sachu Sukh, the whole purpose of learning this is not because we're born in a Jain family. We're not learning this because because like this is a parampara. The actual reason for learning all this is to be happy. I mean, it is actually very simple. It is only to be happy, and that's to permanently happy. Because all what we desire is happiness and peace. I don't think we desire anything more than that. Why do we sleep at night? We want peace to like next day we can continue with the functions. But Ashish, say like somebody tells you to sleep for 15 hours. You might not be happy to sleep for, and that same peace which was there, which you like got from 6 to 7 hours, has now suddenly turned into anger. So the Sachu Sukh can only be found in the self soul. So this is the reason why Arihants, and who is Arihant? Arihant was an ordinary person like us. Let's take Mahavir Bhagwan, for example. In his previous birth, he was a lion. And he has even gone to Nigod. Nigod means that he has also been in a one-sensed being, Mahavir Bhagwan. And it is only by understanding that I am a soul, he achieved that position of an Arihant. Now, to elaborate on that, how many Tirthankar Bhagwan are there? Bindi, there are only 24 Tirthankars. However, all of us can be Arihant. This is very, very important to understand. Tirthankar can only be 24, and Tirthankar, one who becomes a Tirthankar gets the position of being a Tirthankar and Arihant Bhagwan. But only 24 people can be Tirthankar. However, everyone can be arihant. This is very, very important to understand, that we, like you and I, we might not get the position, or who knows, from this class only somebody might be a Tirthankar, who knows. But not everyone can be a Tirthankar. However, everyone can be a Arihant. So in the last class, Ashit, we learned the meaning of Arihant. Please explain what it means, Arihant.
Me?
No, Ashit, Ahil's dad. Can you hear me, Ashit? You can unmute yourself.
I can hear you. There is somebody who has complete knowledge.
No. Arihant is Ari plus Hant. Okay, now try. Yes, Arihant does have complete knowledge. Yeah, that is a true statement. But here, what we're asking for, what is the meaning of Arihant? Ari plus Hant equals to Arihant. Okay, Ashish?
I thought he's someone, basically, Bhagwan is basically achieved, is a pure soul with a body. Like,
no, okay, that is also correct. That is also correct, but it is not. So here, Ari means vices, Krodh, Man, Maya, Lobh, etc. Ari means vices. Hant means to destroy them or to conquer over it. So one who has conquered over his own enemies. Who are our enemies? Krodh, Man, Maya, Lobh. All these are like vices, and one who has conquered it is now called a Arihant. Now you must remember this, Ashit. Also in the next class I will ask you. Okay. Now who is a Siddh? Who is a Siddh? Siddh, like you might have even heard this like a common term. Rajshri. Who is a Siddh? Because even you learned this last week.
you're right.
Rajshri? Okay, Rahul, you can close the book for now. Yeah. Okay. Yes. You can speak, Rajshri.
Level of power here who doesn't have a body.
Yeah, that is correct. But Sid is the proven one. Basically, now he has got no body. So he has proved himself. And hence the name Sid. I like Sid Thegu. So please come in the video because I can't see you.
Somebody who has proven that he's a pure soul.
Exactly. So one without a body, because even currently now, like Madhvi, what do you think? That at the moment, do you think that the soul, so soul is called Jeev, and the matter particles, which with, I mean, like the body is made out of matter particles. Like Madhvi, what do you think? Are they mixed right now? Like, what do you think?
No, the two are separate.
Yes,
I
the
think
two are completely separate. Completely separate. It's like saying that one is day, one is night. They're completely separate. So now let's move on to a new concept. This universe, who do you think made this universe? Nilamanti.
We make it ourselves, isn't it? For ourselves.
Okay, so fine. Good. At least like you at least gave an answer. Rahul, who do you think made this universe?
Honestly, I don't know.
No. Okay, fine. Okay, how about you, Bindi? Who made this universe?
It's always been there, isn't it?
Yeah, it has always been there.
Anantakarthi Chenerese. That's what I've heard.
Anantakarthi Chenerese, and nobody has made this universe. But I think Nilamanti is not correct. I think that God made this universe. Ashish, am I right? No, I'm not right. So Ashish, explain, why am I wrong?
Why are you wrong? Because I think there is no, I don't know, I think, I'm sure there is no God in reality. We are all pure Atmas internally. Just like how we are saying we can achieve Arihant, we can achieve Sid eventually. Yeah, and this whole universe, yeah, or log is just there, and I think there is some change to it all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always gonna be here. It's gonna get like maybe now it's getting worse with what we hear, and then slowly to change again.
Okay, so now there are three statements. One is that nobody has made this universe. The second statement is that what Darwin has said, that from dinosaurs to monkeys to like humans, exactly, evolution. And the third statement is that God made this universe. Now let's understand which statement is correct. Because if you don't understand which statement is correct, then even learning about Jeev and Pudgal, you will learn it, but what will happen at the back of your mind, you will still think that no, God is doing something. So the first statement says that no one has created this universe, and this is not the same as saying the Big Bang theory, because in the Big Bang theory they say the same, that no one created the universe and there was a Big Bang and that's how everything came about. But that statement is false, so we'll just put it on the side for now. So the second statement is the one from dinosaurs to monkeys to humans. And the third one is the most popular one, like whether we admit it or we don't admit it, that somewhere at the back of our minds, we still think there's a God, so like sort of saving us. Why hasn't God created this universe, Madhvi? The reasoning is that the nature of the soul is only to know. It is only to know. The nature of the soul is to do nothing. Meaning to do nothing, meaning to do nothing. That is the nature of the soul. Now, can be argued that maybe God made this universe. So what Ashit had said last week, then where did he stand and where did he make this universe from? And what material did he use to make this universe? And why did he make this universe, Bindi? For his own pleasure? I mean, to see that we are sad. We can see that there are wars, there are floods, there is fires. I mean, every single day we hear something or the other. There are burglaries. So did he make this universe to make us sad? And then maybe one day we realize, oh no, there's a God up there, and now we have to look up to him, we have to pray to him, we have to be good to him, and then one day we become God of ourselves. So because there's a philosophy which says, isn't there, Madhvi, that that all these souls go and connect to a higher soul up there. All of us are small parts of souls, Rahul, and then we go and connect to this one big soul up there. So this theory is actually will be proven wrong, because each and every soul is independent. And why is it independent, Rajshri? It is independent because each and every soul has got infinite good qualities, meaning infinite, never-ending good qualities, of which one of them is Gyan of the soul. Gyan means knowledge, and it is and that quality called knowledge is not found in metaparticles. So because it has got infinite good qualities, Lalita Ben, we don't have to share anything with anybody. So Lalita Ben, you are complete in yourself. Nilamanti, you are complete in yourself. You do not need to share anything with anybody. Nobody needs to give you anything. You don't need to give anything to anybody, because you already are complete in the present. In the present, you already are complete in the present, and hence we do not need to go and mix with a bigger soul up there to be complete or to be happy. Because that quality called Sukh is in each and every soul. It is in each and every soul, and that's too in an infinite quantity and quality. Bindi, it is in an infinite quantity and quality, and that is the reason why we do not need to go and mix with another soul up there who has created us. There is no creator. There is no creator of this universe according to Jain principles. And again, another point to realize is that Jain principles is not for people born in a Jain religion. Jain principles are actually universal laws. Like how Rahul, like how we have learned that the sun will always rise from the east and set in the west. That is a universal law. I mean, nobody has created this. We see it happening and we accept it because it is actually a universal law. That nobody can one day make the sun rise from the west and set in the east. It doesn't work that way. It is a universal law. And it is also a universal law that happiness and knowledge can only be found in the soul. So there are 6 substances in this universe. One is called Jeev. The second one is called Pudgal. Pudgal means matter particles. I'll just give you the spellings of all of them in like just a minute. The third one is called Dharmastikai. And it has got nothing to do with the word dharma, but the name actually is Dharmastikai. The fourth one is Adharmastikai. The fifth one is Akash. And the sixth one is called Kal. Now, Ashit, what does Jeev mean in English?
Soul.
Pudgal?
Sorry.
Meta particles.
Matter particles. Very good. Dharmastikai?
Ether.
Adharmastikai?
Anti-ether.
Very good. Akash
Space.
and Kal?
Time.
Time. So these are the 6 substances which are found in the universe, which nobody has created. No one has created time, nobody has created space, nobody has created soul, nobody has created matter particles. Rahul, give examples of matter particles apart from the body. Just give a few examples. This is quite like, I mean, just look around you and you will be able to give just 3-4 examples.
Yeah, and it could be anything from mountains to
Mountains.
water or to space itself, planets, whatever.
No, not space. Okay, let's just take your surrounding. I can see, like, I can see behind you, I can see a door behind you. So that's matter particles. You're sitting on a chair. Yeah, you are like sitting on a chair. That's matter particles. You worn a t-shirt, which is matter particles. So around you only, everything is matter particles. Everything around you is matter particles. So then you're sitting on a table, like your laptop, for instance, is matter particles. Everything around us is matter particles. Now, what we see around us, this is all space. This is all space that we see around us. We started the class at 8:15 Kenyan time. So time is now changing. So that means from 8:15 to 8:20 to 8:30 to 8:45. So time is there. Time is a substance of this universe. So now what is Dharmastikai and Adharmastikai? Dharmastikai is basically a substance which is present throughout the universe. And Adharmastikai is also a substance present throughout the universe, which we will learn in detail later on, but this is just in brief. So at least you get a picture of what these 6 substances are, because you already know the 4 quite well. But the 2, Dharmastikai and Adharmastikai, are like new words as well. And it has got nothing to do with the word dharma. It is just a substance of the universe which helps in motion of Jeev and Pudgal. But we will not go into like detail, otherwise you'll get confused. So let's just learn the names of the 6 substances. Bindi, unmute yourself. Okay, now say Jeev, Pudgal, Dharmastikai,
Sorry,
Dharmastikai.
Namaste.
Yeah, good. Dharmastikai,
Dharmastikai.
if good. Adharmastikai,
Adharmastikai.
Akash,
Akash
and Kal.
and
Kal. K-A-L.
Kal. Yeah.
Kal. Lalita Ben. Name the 6 substances. Jeev. Unmute yourself. Okay, so I think she will. Okay.
Jeev,
Pudgal,
Pudgal,
Dharmastikai,
Dharmastikai,
Adharmastikai,
Adharmastikai,
Akash,
Akash,
and Kal.
Kal.
Okay, when Nilamanti is saying it, Rahul, you just say it in your mind because I think everyone will not be able to say it. Okay. Nilamanti. Jeev,
Jeev,
Pudgal. Madhvi, also say it in your mind.
Pudgal,
Dharmastikai,
Dharmastikai,
Adharmastikai,
Adharmastikai,
Akash,
Kash,
Akash,
Akash,
and Kal.
Kal.
Okay, now Madhvi, you will say what it means in English. And now Rajshri, check if she's saying it correctly. What does Jeev mean?
So Jeev means soul.
Yes.
Pud
Pudgal,
is meta particles. Dharmastika, I wasn't sure what that meant.
ether.
Ether. Adharmastika is anti-ether. That doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm sure you'll explain it at some point. And then Akash is space and Kal is time.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Sailesh uncle, have you got all of them in your mind? Jeev, Pudgal, Dharmastikai, Adharmastikai, Akash and Kal. આ તો અમે તમને આવડતું હશે ને શીલા આંટી? આ તો સાવ બેઝિક છે એટલે આ તો તમને આવડતું જ હશે ને? Okay. Fine. Okay. So Jeev, Pudgal. Okay. Now why is the name Pudgal? Break down every word. Like whatever word I tell you, write it down. See, we talked about Mangal. So man ne like gade te Mangal. So just make a note of all these words because they will be useful even like later on. Arihant we learned. Ari plus Hant equals to Arihant. Write all this down. Okay, so now let's okay, once you're done, we'll just wait. Now let's learn a new word. Ashish, what is Pudgal? Break it down. Break down Pud plus Gal. What does it mean? No. Those are the gun. Yeah. Okay. Any idea, Ashish?
Meta
Ashish,
particles, just species, ne?
No. Like it is matter particles, but now we are breaking that down. Pud plus Gal equals to Pudgal. Then you will be able to see Pudgal in your mind. You will be able to actually understand what it is. Ashit, any idea?
Is it something that
Non-living.
is, sorry,
Go ahead. Is it non-living things?
No. Okay. No. Okay. Pud plus Gal, something that joins and leaves, joins and leaves, joins and leaves, joins and leaves. So that is its nature. That a soul cannot be divided. But with Pudgal, it can like many small like particles of the smallest particle of Pudgal is called Parmanu. So many Parmanu can come together and they can even go away. But that will not happen with soul. So this is very important to understand because up there, we are not merging with any other soul. We are an individual soul. Like, for example, me and Madhvi are cousins. But still, although we are sisters, we cannot join. You see, and in Pudgal, that can happen. That can happen. Many small particles of Pudgal, which are individual, which have their own infinite attributes. Even that smallest particle of Pudgal, which is called Parmanu, has got infinite good qualities, has got infinite attributes. So those units can come together. But with a soul, Rajshri, one soul cannot merge or cannot mix or cannot be together with another soul. Let's take husband-wife as an example. There are two individuals. Even then, they cannot become one soul. They cannot become one soul, right? So that's a concept which we need to get into our mind, that we will never merge up there with another soul. Now, what happens in Siddhashila, where there are no bodies but only souls? Each and every soul is residing separately in like Siddhashila. So these are the differences that we learn in Jainism as compared to maybe what we have heard in other faiths, that like souls are merging, or maybe God created us. But this is not the case. This is actually not the case. And in Siddhashila, we're actually residing there individually and experiencing infinite happiness for infinite time. So we have learned quite a few concepts today. So we'll just revise them in the next 10 minutes, and then maybe we can continue on next Monday. So there are six substances in this universe. Now Rahul say, Jeev.
Jiv,
Udgal.
Udgal,
Dharmastikai.
Dharmastikal,
Adharmastikai.
Dharmastikai,
Akash.
Akash,
And Kal.
Kal.
Okay, now like name them. I mean, sorry, like translate it in English. Jeev.
Jiv, soul,
Udgal.
metaparticles,
Very good. Dharmastikai.
ether,
Very good. Adharmastikai.
anti-ether,
Akash.
uh,
Easy. This is easy.
space, space, yeah,
Space, yeah. And Kal.
and time.
Very good. Okay, so these are the six substances, and they're Panch Parmesthi. Name the Panch Parmesthi, Bindi. Arihant. Unmute.
The Panch Parmesthi, like you mean the Mangal and the Arihant? And...
Yeah, Arihant, Siddh. जी आप like नमोकार मंत्र में बोले अरिहंत, सिद्ध, आचार्य, उपाध्याय and sadhu. Yeah, Bindi. So start. Arihant.
Arihant.
Siddh.
Siddh.
Acharya.
Acharya.
Very good. Upadhyay.
Say that again, sorry.
Yeah. Upadhyay. Upadhyay.
Upadhyay.
Upadhyay. Wait, let me write the spellings. It'll become easy for you. Just a second. Upadhyay. Like this. Upadhyay. And the last is sadhu. Yeah. So these are the Panch Parmeshti. Yeah. Arihant, Siddh, Acharya, Upadhyay, and Sadhu. And who has created this universe? Ashish?
Who has created this universe?
Who has created this universe? No one has created this universe. Why, Rahul?
Because we're all individual souls and we can't have a connection elsewhere.
No. Remember, I said one statement that the nature of the soul is only to know. It is only to know. It can't do anything. It has got no doership. It has got no doership. So this is a very, you can say the essence of Jainism is this. The nature of the soul is only to know and not to do anything. This is the essence. This is the heart. This is the foundation of Jainism. So, and like, as I keep on saying again and again, Jainism is not a religion. It is actually universal laws. And it is the law of the universe. The soul is not a doer, but it is a knower. So write this statement down in English or in Gujarati, like Lalita Bena, Gujarati ma lakhu hoy to, હું જાણનાર છું, એટલે હું એટલે કોણ? હું આત્મા. હું જાણનાર છું, હું કરનાર નથી. This is in Gujarati. And in English, I am a knower, I am not a doer. I am a knower, I am not a doer. Bindi, you can write this down. Ashit, write it down. I am a knower, I am not a doer. So I am a knower, I am not a doer. And in Gujarati, હું જાણનાર છું, હું કરનાર નથી. This is the nature, this is the nature of the soul. Okay, Madhvi, in like what object can we find happiness? Name one object where we find happiness.
You can't. It has to come from inside.
But why? I mean, like when I buy a new car, I'm quite happy, and I'm quite happy to even show it off, to be honest.
Because it's temporary happiness that you get from external things.
Okay, so yeah, so her answer is correct. Can anybody add on to it? So yeah, so she's right, but what, like I'd said, one sentence. Why is it, like, what is the scientific reasoning why happiness cannot be found in objects? Who would like to try? You can raise your hand. Rajshri, we can't see you. Try to keep your, I don't know if you can, but your laptop in a way where both of you are visible. Okay, anybody would like to try? Okay, fine. Okay, I just read your message. So the reasoning is, this is the scientific reasoning, that every substance, the 6 substances have got their own individual good qualities, and that sukh and gnan are only and only found in jeev, in soul only. So write this point down. It is not a quality of pudgal, of like matter particles. It is not a quality. Like, for example, like we can take an example that the quality of milk is to be white in color. But if we say that milk is maybe green or red in color, it like doesn't have that quality to be red or to be green or to be yellow. But the quality of milk is to be white, and in the same way, it is only and only the soul, because that is a scientific reasoning that, you know, milk cannot be red, green, or blue, or pink, but milk can only be white. And in the same way, this quality called sukh and knowledge can only and only be found in jeev, not in pudgal, not in dharmastikai, adharmastikai, akash, or in kard. So this should be very, very clear, that it cannot be found in the remaining 5 substances, but it can only be found only and only in jeev. And that is the reason why we cannot find happiness in like objects or in food or in like relationships. I mean, that is the scientific reasoning. Okay, any like questions? Anybody has any questions? And why can't one soul merge with another soul up in like Siddhashila, where all the Siddh Bhagwan like reside? Why can't one soul merge? What is the reasoning? Anybody can raise their hand. Just say whatever, you know. Don't feel that you might be giving a wrong answer. Even if you say something, at least it shows your understanding.
Because each soul is different.
Each soul is different. That is
individual.
Correct. Yeah, like very much correct. Anyone can add on to that?
Each soul is separate.
Each soul is separate. So yeah, so I mean, like that's what like Lalita Ben said. But anything extra? That each soul, yeah, go on, Rahul.
So the thing what you said, but each soul cannot be split apart.
Yes.
So that it's unlike particles or unlike metaparticles, which can be split back and forth, the soul cannot.
Yeah, very good. So good observation. But one more point is still remaining. One more point is still remaining.
Because each are individual.
No, that is what Madhvi and like Lalita Ben said. Each and every soul have got infinite good qualities that there's no reason to share or to merge. Because each and every soul is complete. I mean, that's the word that you should get. Each and every soul is complete. Bindi, are you understanding? Good, yeah. And in case if you have questions, you can ask. Sheila auntie, are you understanding? Avesha samajma? Ha, okay.
This
તમે mute માં છો. I can't hear you.
હા સમજાય છે કોમલ.
Okay, fine. Yeah, Ashish.
Pudgal, when you say the metaparticles come together and leave, but technically they are all still separate. Né? Am I right?
Technically, they all are separate, but it has that quality to come together.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but like souls don't have that quality to come together.
And in one body, we can have two souls, right?
Yeah, but separate souls, totally separate souls. But with Pudgal, it has that quality to come together.
Yeah, and then
yeah. So you are right. So in like one body, there can be multiple souls. If you take the smallest point of a potato, the smallest meaning the smallest of the smallest point of a potato, any underground vegetable, in that smallest point, it has got infinite souls. In that smallest particle, it has got infinite souls, but all of them are separate. All of them are separate. Yeah.
But regarding potatoes, the reason those souls have two
Ekindriya jeev, yeah. So it is one sense being.
Potatoes.
No, ekindriya were like one sense being.
Oh.
Yeah, one sense being. Yeah. Okay, so I think for like one day, this much is enough information. Otherwise, it'll be confusing as well, and too much to remember as well. Rahul, thanks a lot for sharing the screen, and be regular so you can help us and you can also learn something. Yeah. Okay, great. And anybody else who wishes to join, and please ask questions. To you, it might sound like a silly question, but at least it will clear your doubt. So feel free, even if it is a silly question, even if it is something that you think, should I ask or not ask? I think just ask, because at least it will clear your doubt and you will be able to, move forward. Because obviously we need to get to a point where we understand the whole nature of the soul and experience it. Not understanding is point number one. Point two, that we need to experience the soul. So feel free to clear any doubt you might have. Okay. One like last thing. Rahul, show that picture of Arihant Bhagwan, the one Okay, now you can see this is a picture of Arihant Bhagwan. Arihant is Bhagwan with a body. And you can see his eyes are not closed. His eyes are 3/4 closed. This is an indication that he is looking within. Within meaning he's looking within the soul. So this is an indication, and this is how a Arihant Bhagwan looks like. In the center, you can see there's golden drawing, or there's almost looking like a flower. Yeah. So that is where we have the mind. Now we will explain further why we are saying it is there, but this is just for your knowledge. But of course, like a little bit more explanation will be needed why it is there. So that is where it is. And look at his eyes one more time. his eyes are not 100% closed, or they're not open, or they're not looking at us. Because he has no longer got interest in us. He's now looking within the soul and experiencing infinite happiness. And that is the reason why the eyes are like that. Okay, so now we can close the class. You can close this first. Okay, so Ashish bolo Jinwani Ma ki jai ho. You can just say the slogans and then we can stop. Try. Panch Parmesthi Bhagwan ki jai ho. Say it.
Panch Parmesthi Bhagwan no jai ho.
Ki jai ho. Panch Parmesthi Bhagwan ki jai ho.
Ki jai ho.
हाँ. Panch Parmesthi
Bhagwan no ki jai ho.
हाँ. Jinwani means the Jain scripture. Jain scriptures, yeah. So Jinwani Ma ki jai ho.
Ki jai ho.
Jain Dharma ki jai ho. Okay, so yeah, fine. So now we meet next week, same time. Now just 1 second, I'll just go